So today I'm going to be ranking the most underrated skins for every survivor in the game. Now, I think that every skin in the game is pretty good, I won't lie. But I feel like these skins just don't get enough love. So let's just get straight into it with Noob as our first character. First up on our list, I think that the Get a Snack at 4 a.m. skin is the most underrated noob skin. I don't think I've ever seen this skin a day since I joined this game, like at all. I've never seen it. But it has some cool effects. Like it has a different face, I think. Yeah, I know it does. It puts your name on the front, which is pretty cool. And it just, while it does look like noob, it does have a little red hat that I kind of enjoy sometimes. Like the items are different. You got a witch's brew. I think I don't know if Slate Skin's different. Yep, the Slate Skin's different. It's toothpaste. The Ghost Burger is literally a bag of chips. Like everything about almost everything about the skin is quite different except for like the animations and the fact that the skin looks all right at best, but for 500 this is a great pickup. Next up on our list for Elliot, I think this is probably the most underrated skin. I wouldn't say any of Elliot's skins are really that underrated except for like some of the bottom tier skins. Now for 250, this is a cool pickup. It's not different from Elliot in any sort of way. It just looks just. I feel like I like his base design rather than Elliot's regular base design. It's all right, I guess, but definitely Elliot's most underrated skin for sure. Now for Shedletsky's most underrated skin, it's Vagamon. I don't see enough people using the skin. I mean, it's got regular fried chicken, which is kind of sad. But you can't really do much because this is from Combat Initiation. Doesn't even eat anything in Combat Initiation. But he does have a different sword, which is cool. And he has different face animations. Now, I see why people don't really use this skin. It might look ugly to some people, but if you play Combat Initiation, this is definitely a pretty good pickup. I feel like I don't see this skin too much, even though it is pretty nice. Now for the two-time skin, Ghost Detective is probably the most underrated. It's a clean looking skin. It might look weird to some people, but I think it looks pretty cool. I'm in my second life right now, but if you look at the first life skin, it looks decent. He's in a suit. I barely ever see Ghost Detective being played, even though it is quite cool. I don't think anything really changes, but I feel like I just like this skin because it like most people don't really use this. Yeah, it's definitely probably his most underrated skin, even though it is pretty much a banker. Next up for guests, I think Tommy Jarvis is the most underrated skin. Now, I see this sometimes, but I feel like I see almost every single guest skin sometimes, but I feel like I really like the hair. The regular guest hair is fine, but this hair just feels a lot cleaner to me. The jacket is cool. The fact that it's from Friday the 13th, I like it a lot more for that fact. I mean, they should probably add a last man standing with the skin with Jason. It makes perfect sense. But I mean, this is like the only like the skin is the only thing about the skin, but I feel like it just looks if it just it's just a clean skin in my opinion. Now for our 007 skin, most of the skins are all right. I don't see people use. I feel like the more expensive skins of 007 are almost never used because I've never seen anybody use Flint, even though it is quite clean. The shadow on his face is quite tough, kind of like the cowboy aesthetic. Nothing about it is really different, but still, most of 007 skins aren't really different in any sort of way. I think I just like this skin. Now for a cheap pickup, Builderman paintball skin for 300 is a steal. Like, this skin just looks nice to me. While things aren't different, obviously, because the skin is quite cheap, it just, I don't see this ever, even though it is better than most of, like, Builderman's, like, lower tier skins. It's just like if you're like willing for like a cheap pickup on Builderman, I would suggest this one. For our Dusukar skins, Dark Seed. Now the purple on this skin, I love it a lot. Now I don't feel like I see many people who use this skin. Like there are some things different about it. I think it has a purple beam. Yeah, it has a purple beam. I don't know about the spawn protection though. I think it's still the same, but for Dusukar skins, this is definitely underrated. I like the little pumpkins on his skull, but I just think it gets carried by the black and purple aesthetic. The wand is a nice detail too. For our second to last Taff, we have the Nevermore skin. Now, when I see people playing Taff, they're either playing the basic skin or they're playing like the Grim Reaper skin. Now, nothing wrong with those two skins, but I just feel like Nevermore has like it's definitely most underrated. I barely ever see Nevermore. I mean, it has a custom subspace like in the middle. I don't think the wire changes. Nah, no, it doesn't. But still, I just like the aesthetic of this like skin, and I feel like more people should probably use it because I like the skull. It feels tough. I'm not gonna lie. Now for Chance, I definitely think it's the Pico skin. I barely ever see this skin, which is quite surprising since this is one of Chance's skins which has the most custom like things on it. It's got a cool design. The sniper on the back really makes this skin like elevate. I'm not gonna lie. It just looks cool. It's got different faces and stuff. I don't know why people don't use this. I mean, it's got a custom card of the coin flip, which is pretty cool as well. Hat fix and reroll, like you can't really like make that like custom. But the gun is it's a Uzi, bro. Like who wouldn't want this skin? This is definitely underrated. I barely ever see it. Now that is probably my most underrated skins list for every survivor. Yes, I know this is very opinion based, but I feel like these skins just don't get enough love by the community, even though they are particularly good. Especially that last skin, the Pico skin. I feel like I never see it, so you should probably cop that, even though it is quite expensive. I would rather. I don't know. You could also save a 500 for the retro chance. It doesn't matter, but I feel like Pico doesn't get enough like recognition, you know. So I'll see you later. Like and subscribe for more content.